Alfonso's here, the godfather of the game. Many years of wisdom, remember his name. Speakers on stage, they'll drop the keys. Unlock your power and seize the breeze.
Alfonso, how do you negotiate?
How do I negotiate? I love negotiations. I don't know about you. I'm the kind of person that, when I'm on the beach on vacation, when the thing is so cheap in the first place, I'm still gonna try to knock the price down. You know what? It's all about the deal, baby. It's all about the deal. Here's the problem. A lot of people mess this up, right? So they go watch a video and they get excited. Maybe watching this video, you're gonna go out there and try to use some of these strategies, and you're gonna mess it up. Guaranteed. If you are not used to negotiating, or you are not from the real estate world, you will mess it up. Guaranteed. Now, I'm a bit unusual, right? So I won't be so aggressive with the price up front. In fact, I will negotiate the price a little bit up front on a piece of real estate until we get an accepted offer. And once there's an accepted offer with my conditions, which are, reviewing all the income and expenses, my initial walkthrough, my inspection, insurance, financing, all of these things, depending on the size of the property, of course, this is when the negotiations start for me, right? So the second I start looking at the income and expenses, I'm gonna find some mistakes. It doesn't always happen, but you know what? The last deal I did, based on the numbers that we were given and the way we underwrote the deal, how we made the first initial offer, there was information that was missing. And we discovered this information during the due diligence process. And before we even saw the property, we were already justified a price reduction based on our due diligence. And then we did the walkthrough. The walkthrough, we saw a lot of deficiencies, and then we went for another price reduction. Then we did the inspection. The inspector found another set of things that were wrong with the property. Then we went back for another price reduction. Then we got quotes. We got multiple different quotes, and then we asked for another price reduction.
My name is Alfonso Cuadra. They call me the godfather of real estate. I've been in business for over 30 years. In real estate, over 26 years. I built a multi-million-dollar portfolio. And now, I'm going across North America, talking to people and signing checks. I'm looking for deals because I'm building $1 billion portfolio. Is that you? Let me make an offer you can't refuse.
We just don't have enough information to make this decision. There's too many unknowns. And for that reason, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And so if you start right from the beginning with a price reduction, the seller might not be the right time. And so everybody's always in a rush. You're not gonna get a price reduction just because it's you. Number one, you don't even know the motivation of the seller. So before I even put a deal under contract, I'm gonna go through a proper discovery of the seller. I'm gonna go through a proper discovery of the agent. I wanna know what's their motivation. Why do they need this deal? And I'm gonna be excited about the deal as well. Most people make the biggest mistake that they make is to talk bad about the property. Every time I look at a property and I'm trying to negotiate a property, I love this property. This is the best piece of property. I love this town. I love these people. I love these tenants. Why? Because it's the seller's baby. Real estate is a very emotional transaction. when they bought it, they were emotional and they saw that property and it's their baby. And so think about this. Would you give your baby, even if it's an ugly baby, would you give your baby to someone that does not appreciate your baby? And so for me, I do everything the opposite from what you've ever heard in negotiations. I take my time. I'm never in a rush. I need to discover the problems of the seller. That's my number one piece of advice. Discover the problems of your sellers. Discover the problems. You know why? Because if you become a professional problem solver, meaning if you can solve their problems, yours will be automatic. And so discover their problems, do a proper discovery, get to know. Your seller should fall in love with you as a buyer. Talk nice about the property, take your time, and do a price reduction in time where you can justify it based on numbers. And if you do this, you're gonna be successful. Join us for our 10th and biggest Expand Investor Conference. And this year, this November, we are doing it in Calgary, Alberta. Yeah! And it's gonna be a big one. And I want you to go and get your tickets right away. Our Expand Investor Conference, our 10th edition of our Expand Investor Conference is happening in Alberta. Get your tickets right away.